What are you doing?
Filming.
Pictures of us?
Yeah.
Can I get your badge number?
0016.
Cool.
Is it shiny enough for you?
It's very shiny.
All right. Give me your driver's license, Mr. Fifth Amendment rights.
You filming right now?
I am.
How come?
He's got the camera on. He's got the camera on me right now as we're talking.
Hey man, that doesn't look like an appropriate place to pull over. You're right here in a turn lane without any blinkers on. It just doesn't look appropriate to be pulled over here. You know? How do you feel about that? Excuse me? I am recording, yes.
For what purpose?
For what purpose? Because it's something that if I did or any citizen did, you know, we'd get in trouble for this, man.
Your job is not to monitor traffic or any specific areas, correct? Like the police are?
Well, no.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now.
Well, you're doing paperwork. I mean, there's a parking lot right there you could be doing paperwork in. You know?
Right.
I mean,
Go ahead and move on.
we have to keep each other accountable. Excuse me?
If you have a problem with this, you can call our department, go into our department, and ask people to choose.
Well, I'd rather just talk to you on the street here, you know?
Well, I just told you what I'm doing, okay? I'm preventing.
Right, you're not monitoring, you're doing paperwork, man. Come on.
I can call next time, okay? Like, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for it, and I can watch you walk across the parking lot.
Not in a turn lane, man. Come on. It's, you know,
Okay.
think about it.
Bye.
I'm gonna stand on this street and I'm just gonna film, okay? Okay. Please wear your seatbelt. No. I can't hear you, sir. I'm just gonna stand here. Squad 954. Now the thing is, with him sitting in the street like that, if a car came up behind him, hit him, and he's not wearing his seatbelt, he's gonna go flying. You know, this is just safety. No seatbelt. Hi there, Sergeant. I was wondering if you could tell me who is driving squad car 954 today.
954, who's this?
This is Andrew.
Andrew who?
Andrew Citizen. I'm just curious who's driving this car. Is that it?
Andrew Citizen?
What's that?
I'm not, normally I just don't give out information like that. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Isn't this, I'm just curious if it's public information or not.
Well, I'm sure it is, but what's going on?
Well, I caught one of your officers sitting in the middle of the street, no blinkers on, no seatbelt, and just kind of took off.
Sitting in the middle of the street, driving?
Yeah, he was just like sitting in the middle of the street filling out paperwork.
Sitting in the middle of the street, you're driving though.
No, he wasn't driving. He was just parked in the street and on Rice Street.
Okay. And you like looking at his computer, typing a report?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, he didn't have any lights on, didn't have his seatbelt on. This is an officer safety issue, you know. If a car came up behind it.
On the street or is on the side of the street?
Well, okay, he was right in the turn lane, blocking the turn lane. You know, I mean, you know, no seatbelt on, no, you know, hazard lights, no flashing lights to go around. What's that?
Not worried about the seatbelt. Maybe just go to the traffic stop.
Well, he should have flat.
Just said what the traffic stop is. Yeah, I don't know about the seatbelt. I mean, our officers wear a seatbelt. They're monitored by, they're monitored 24/7 with the system in the car. So we have to wear a seatbelt.
Well, this officer was not wearing a seatbelt, and he took off not wearing a seatbelt. And that concerns me a lot because over half of officer deaths occur while in a car, and most of those occur while not on a stop or in pursuit of a vehicle. This is an officer safety issue.
Okay.
There is.
I just want to come in to reflect in person with me,
What's that?
so I know who you are.
I have to come down there?
Sure.
Okay.
You come to the police department, meet me, and then we'll talk about it.
All right. I will do that. All right. Thank you. Hi, Paul.
Here to see me?
Yep. Talk. What's that?
Come on in.
Okay. I am recording, by the way.
Okay. I
Thank
think
you.
these officers, we feel we're recorded 24/7 anyways.
That's not a problem. I just let you know in case there's a secured area.
I think you're free to leave it in a second.
Sure.
The door doesn't lock, it doesn't, so
No, that's fine. No, I was just making sure this isn't a secured area for y'all's.
that's fine.
Cool.
So I talked to the officer involved.
Yep.
His name's Jason Marino.
Thank you.
He told me that he was parked on the side of the road on Rice Street. He's working on his computer and running what we call the LPR, which is a license plate reader.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So he was doing that, and I pulled up his seatbelt records, and he drove for 1/10 of a mile on Rice Street without his seatbelt on. And that would have been, and we only record it when the vehicle's in motion.
Yep. Okay.
So he went from here to Sensors parking lot without a seatbelt on.
Right.
Because he got an activation on his LPR.
Right.
Name's Jason Marino.
Thank you. Now, do you understand my concern with this at all?
I understand that we know the value of wearing seatbelts.
Right.
We go to accidents every day.
More than half of all officers' deaths.
You're not telling me anything I don't
occur
know.
while in a vehicle. So you know this.
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
Okay. And I mean, you
I'm
know,
not sure if that's
right.
the exact figure, but I do know it's a concern that we.
Sure.
I mean, we have.
And I'm going off FBI
We have,
statistics.
well, I don't know what the FBI has to do with it, but we have our own our own recording system of each officer when their seatbelts are on or off, and you know it's a concern of ours too that our officers wear seatbelts.
And my other concern is, you know, like, what, 2 months ago you had that big law enforcement thing going on in that parking lot?
Yes.
Yes. I recorded tons of squad cars going through there, not using their blinkers and everything. No blinker. And I mean, if I did that, I would get pulled over and possibly, you know, be forced to pay money for this. Yet an officer can, you know, not use the seatbelt or blinkers, and there's no accountability. You know, I can't issue a ticket.
Right.
And that's why I do this. I mean, I see this all the time, and to me, you know, my mantra is badges don't grant extra rights.
Your what?
My mantra, the words I live by.
Right.
You know, I don't think that, you know, you get any more rights than I do.
Okay.
You know, so if you break the law, you should suffer the same consequences I do. You know.
There are clauses in that law.
Sure. I mean, if you have your, you know, lights running and you're going to emergency and you go through a stop sign, that's different. You know. But like sitting on the side of the road, if he had his hazards on like a normal person would, or if he had
There's
his,
all kinds of officers that sit off on the shoulder of the road monitoring traffic.
Right, but he's
that's
in a-
common. That's commonly done without lights on.
If it was a shoulder, it'd be different. He was in a turn lane.
No, it's right before the turn lane.
I have the video of it, so
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm not going to dispute this with you because you
Well,
weren't there.
I
you know
wasn't
what I
there.
mean?
The officer says that he was before the turn lane, wasn't blocking the turn lane.
Okay,
But what he says is true. It's totally legal for what he's doing
all right,
to sit on the side of the road and monitor.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to dispute it with you because you weren't there, you know.
He does drive Squad 954,
Yep.
which is one of our LPR units. And actually, that's why he drives that car, because he's LPR operator. So
All right.
otherwise, he'd be in a different squad car.
Is there going to be any kind of accountability or anything
To what?
for him not wearing a seatbelt?
For 1/10 of a mile?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
1/10 of a mile?
If I did
First of all, our
that, I
clause,
mean, you know.
well, we have a clause that, you know, if we're coming in and out of traffic stops, there's clauses in the seatbelt rules requiring police officers to wear seatbelts and not wear seatbelts.
Right. If you're going over 30 miles per hour.
I also wasn't there.
Right. I understand you weren't there. Does it say how fast he was going?
That 1/10 of a mile?
Yeah.
I don't know if it shows that or not. Let's see. Well, if he's driving from Rice Street to Setzer's parking lot, I don't think he could generate enough speed for this to actually, I don't think he can get over 30 miles an hour, and that's when this kicks in.
Right.
Anything else I can do for you?
Nope. Just, you know, it sucks that I had to drive down here to get that little bit of information that I could have gotten over the
Oh,
phone.
but see, I get to see you in person. You know, I get to understand who you are and what's going on. When I get someone on the phone and says, "Hey, Joe Blow Citizen, who's in Squad 954?"
But I mean, public information shouldn't, probably shouldn't be like that. It should be something that's easily accessible.
Right, you can come down here and talk to me and ask it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to, I'm busy, I'm on my phone, I don't know who you are. I don't know what this is about, what's going on. I need to in person's a lot easier.
All right.
I have no problem. I mean, if you have a complaint, and a complaint that I can follow up on, so be it. I got to make my officers better than they are. You know, they're not perfect. They're going to make mistakes. I want the citizens to call on them, make complaints on them when they're seeing them doing wrongdoing.
Right.
You know, so is this going to help Officer Marino today? Maybe next time he'll have a seatbelt on.
I hope so.
Maybe next time.
I mean, it's
know.
safety more than anything else. You know what I mean?
But I don't wear my seatbelt when I'm stationary in a squad car either.
Right. Stationary is
Right.
you know, but
And if I'm going after a traffic
Right.
stop, and if I'm on the freeway, I'm going to get that seatbelt on as fast as I can.
right.
And if I'm crossing Rice Street, may or may not, because I need that seatbelt off as soon as the traffic stop's done. And if I'm just crossing the street into a parking lot, I probably myself wouldn't put it on. But let's say it's something else. Let's say it's something rude, disrespectful, something else. I'd like to know about it so I can correct it.
Right. I mean, I've had good interactions with your officers too in that same parking lot. You know, I had one pull up to me and they had a good conversation with me. It's I'm not saying all your officers are bad, you know, or
My officers aren't bad.
no.
At least the ones I supervise. I really haven't had a problem with them all year long. I've
Right.
had officers in the past, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
Right. I understand.
Okay?
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right, take care.
If I end up on YouTube, I'm going to be upset.